To be a successful celebrity, you'll need more than talent. You'll want people to love you, respect you, and know that you care about them. However, Travis Scott did not match all of those criteria. Before I tell you how, let me tell you more about Travis Scott. So Travis lived in South Park, Houston, with his grandmother at the age of 6. The neighborhood was notorious for crime, which he said had a lasting impact on him. A few years later, he secretly dropped out of college to focus on his rap career. Eventually, his parents would find out and cut off all his financial support they were giving Travis. This would eventually lead to Travis Scott being homeless, penniless, and on his own. Travis started his rap career when he was a teenager in 2008, and 5 years later he had his first hit song, Upper Echelon. And in 2018, Scott released his biggest album, Astroworld, which won the Album of the Year at the 2019 BET Hip Hop Awards. The album title is named after the defunct theme park, Six Flags Astroworld, which was located in Houston, Texas prior to its closure. Travis, a Houston native, aimed for the album to sound like taking an amusement park away from kids. He also described the album as a continuation of his debut album, Rodeo. Travis Scott was loved by all his fans, and they all loved his music, and he was famous for having the best beats and the best concerts. He would have his annual music festival that would average from 20,000 to 50,000 people. And in November 5th, 2021, Travis Scott had his third Astroworld Festival, and that's where it started going downhill for Travis. Before the festival started, people managed to break through the fence and rush towards the stage, which led to the pit where people stood to be too crowded. And during the Travis Scott performance, people were getting crushed and they were screaming for him to stop the show. However, Travis Scott did not stop the show, and he kept performing. And by the end of the night, 300 people were injured, 8 people were killed, and more than 125 people who were caught up in the deadly Astroworld Music Festival crush have sued Travis Scott and other organizers for $700 million. And that's how Travis Scott's fans lost a lot of respect for him. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit about Travis Scott.